Hello there, welcome back to Pokemon Radical Red. This is our 5th video. I've been really enjoying playing this game again. I've been taking my time a little bit more, been exploring things a little bit more, been taking in all the changes that Radical Red has made. I don't think there was definitely changes when I played for the first time, but I feel like there's a lot more. Maybe I just didn't really look into any of the Pokemon when I first played. Anyways, thanks for tuning in as always. Don't be shy. Leave a like on the video if you like what I do. And we're gonna beat this Team Rocket guy up because he's in our way, and that's just what we do to people that's in our way. Huge fan of Persian, Alola form especially, mainly because it gets fur coat. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for bulky Pokemon, and I mean, like, I don't know. Fur coat's just such a cool ability. That actually did a lot of damage. Wow. And because fur coat, no, this one doesn't have fur coat. That definitely would not have killed had it had fur coat. Now, Golbat, I actually can't do too much to. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got a kind of like a whole, like, we've already started like swapping Pokemon out. We've got our boy Boldor in the back. I might bring him with me instead of Ludwig here because next gym electrics, and I don't think Ludwig's gonna do too hot against electric types. So at least we've got options. Mega Drain, didn't expect that, but I reckon I can take that. It's not stab. It's like a 40 base power move or something. I don't remember. Hopefully we got speed now because of Rock Tomb. Let's go. And then Golbat dies. U-turn. All right, dude. Into the Octillery. You know what? I don't think we've actually looked at Octillery yet. Octillery seems like the type of Pokemon to get changed, and it does. Octillery now has Mega Launcher instead of Suction Cups. Its hidden ability has been changed from Moody to Skill Link, and its speed went up to base 75. Whoever made this game really likes Octillery because they buffed the hell out of it. Mega Launcher is an ability previously exclusive to Clawitzer and Mega Blastoise, and just clicking on this here, we can see there is a Sevian form of Clawitzer. That is interesting, a bug dark type one. I'm actually really interested about that. This Pokemon's pulse moves have their power multiplied by 1.5 times. Heal Pulse restores 3/4 of a target's maximum HP. So it basically makes moves like Water Pulse like actually decently strong, and Water Pulse has like a chance to confuse. If I remember correctly, it makes Water Pulse like essentially as strong as Surf, but there's also that added bonus of confusion. So Octillery actually looks like a pretty fun Pokemon to use, especially because it also has Skill Link. Octillery learns Rock Blast. I would hope so, it gets Skill Link. They seem to have buffed Octazooka. Octazooka, as far as I'm aware, typically is usually weaker and doesn't have 100 accuracy. I don't know if that's, let me have a look. Yeah, in the main series games, Octazooka is 65 power and 85 accuracy. So yeah, whoever buffed Octillery must really like that Pokemon because it has been buffed. I would not have put it past the Radical Red developers to have made Octazooka a pulse move. I don't actually know. I don't have any evidence, but I wouldn't be surprised. And we get Bullet Seeded. That's fine. You can take me out. I think Octillery learns Bullet Seed normally, but paired with Skill Link. Skill Link's always a fun ability to use because it just plays around Sturdy and Focus Sash, and honestly, Sturdy and Focus Sash is some of the most annoying things ever to deal with in Pokemon. Yeah, I'm honestly highly considering using an Octillery. This looks really fun to use because for tutor moves, it gets Rock Blast, Pin Missile. It even gets Aura Sphere, which is, you know, obviously good for Mega Launcher. It like learns everything it needs to learn. It's got two modes. It's got Mega Launcher and Skill Link, which is a really cool combination, and I think Octillery deserves it. I don't remember talking about it, so let's show off Raticate. Raticate has gained 5 points into from its HP, and has gained 10 points into its attack, and that's pretty much all they did to change Raticate. It probably just makes it a little bit more of a threat early game, but I don't think you're really going to be using it much more than that. Just early game. Oh yeah, you learn Scorching Sands by level up. I forgot about that. Scorching Sands, it's Scald, but ground type, and also a little bit weaker. Definitely a move I want to use. We'll give it a Double Kick, even though we just made use of Double Kick. I honestly, I don't need it. And we get the Dig TM. Cool. I better get moving. Bye. A part of the care package cheat, you've obtained these items. Oh, okay. So wow, ability pills. 10 big pearls for some more money. Nice. Charcoals. Thanks. Hop-on berries. Luxury balls. 10 more pearls. Okay. Terrain extenders. Ultra balls. My word. Yeah, thanks. Clever wings. Yeah, I'm glad I got this. This is definitely helpful. Thank you. Yeah, anything more? Okay, 10 air balloons. Cool. Thanks. Wow, very cool. All right, now we're done with Cerulean City for now. Let's check out what Route 5 has to offer for us. All right, we're starting to see some more repeat Pokemon. That is awesome. Just means there's less for me to go over. Oh yeah, this is something I actually forgot to talk about. So we battled an Alolan Persian, which has fur coat, but in this game, they actually gave it a new original ability called Feline Prowess. Feline Prowess. This Pokemon's special attack is doubled. This is given to a bunch of cat Pokemon. It's, you know, the clue is in the name. Persian, both Persians get it. Delcatty gets it. Meowsticks get it. And because of this, they had to... Andy, speaking of cats, no, you're not getting the Dreamy. He's trying to get into a bag of Dreamies. Because of Feline Prowess, though, they actually wound up nerfing Persian's special attack from 75 to 55. Honestly, a fair trade-off, considering its special attack gets doubled. And Persian is just one of those Pokemon that learns like crazy coverage with TMs. You know, it's the type of Pokemon to learn Thunderbolt. I don't know if it actually gets Ice Beam, but it gets a lot of crazy coverage. So Feline Prowess is a welcome addition. I completely forgot about that. Ninetales has gained a new ability in Radical Red and now has Serene Grace. Why would you do this? Why would you give an ice type Serene Grace? That is a terrible idea. Aromatisse! I'm so glad to see Aromatisse has something. Aromatisse got Fairy Aura instead of Healer now, which is Xerneas's ability typically. It now has 62 attack instead of 72 attack, and the attack they just took away from it, they put it into its defense. Fairy Aura, while this Pokemon is active, the power Fairy type moves used by the active Pokemon is multiplied by 1.3. So it's like a life orb for Fairy type moves, and the only other Pokemon that can get it is Xerneas, so that's actually kind of cool that Aromatisse, but you know, it gets an exclusive ability that's the only other option is with Xerneas. I think that's pretty solid. Something that's really funny about Shiinotic is I'm pretty sure in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Shiinotic has accidentally been coded as a legendary Pokemon, while the Ultra Beasts have been coded as no longer legendary. Here, I found the exact tweet I was talking about, just so you know I'm not talking on my ass. Shiinotic is considered to be mythical and Marshadow is not. Okay, that's what happened. This error is probably due to the similarity in the Japanese names and their internal species names. Muck, another Pokemon we can catch on this route is Grimer. So Muck has the Regenerator ability now. Wow, that is actually really solid. Muck has always been in the shadow of its counterpart Weezing. Weezing with Levitate is like its only weakness being Psychic is just absurd. So Muck having Regenerator, that's actually a huge welcome change for me personally. And the final Pokemon in this route is Drifloon, which doesn't have any changes either. So yeah, some honestly pretty solid pickups here. Nothing I'm like super interested in. I'm like highly debating on grabbing an Octillery at some point. Octillery sounds like it'll be fun to use. Oh, what the? Oh wow, that's weird. I don't know why that was changed. Anyways, hey. Oh, is this just a straight up daycare? Okay. So usually the daycare in this game, you can only put one Pokemon in here, but that must be changed. Hello there, trainer. Back in the younger days, I was quite the talented trainer, traveling across all regions and taking on many formidable opponents. Now I simply help out here at the daycare, but I want a feeling of that rush again. I have some powerful Pokemon I'll let you borrow if you'd like to entertain me for a bit. Sure, I can already feel the thrill coming back. Oh god, I don't know. Okay, this is nerve-wracking. Oh my days. Hello, Komodo. This goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. Oh, Overquill. Oh, Hisui. Bruh. Hey. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's one of these battles. Okay, that's fine. Overquill. I have a team of Hisuian Pokemon. Can I just say, Ursaluna is absurd. Also, all these sprites are amazing, but Hisuian, like Ursaluna is just such an absurd Pokemon. Its stats are insane. I guess this is just a taste of what's to come. Oh, this thing gets Reckless, which boosts recoil moves by 20%, and it gets Chloroblast, which is a recoil move. That's actually really smart. I don't know if regular Hisuian Electrode gets it. Might be a Radical Red thing only. Yeah, that's a Radical Red thing only. No wonder they dropped its special attack down. All right, we're facing an Overquill, a dark poison type. It's actually not a water type, so I'm gonna Volt Switch out. Get me out of here, man. That is gonna do a decent amount of damage. I'm really excited for the Hisuian Pokemon to be in Scarlet and Violet because yeah, we've played with the Hisuian Pokemon in Legends Arceus, but like the battle system was way different. So like I've not bothered memorizing like any of their stats. So I'm really, it's kind of like once they're in Scarlet and Violet, it's gonna feel like new Pokemon are have just dropped, you know, because I'm gonna be playing with them completely different. I think we just go to Sneasler here because Sneasler seems like the best defensive option. Poison Jab, we absolutely take that. I think I'll get Swords Dance off. I'm not sure what this thing can learn. It's Toxic Spikes. Okay, I'm gonna go for a close combat. I think, I don't know, after Swords Dance, I feel like that's gotta kill. That's surely gotta kill. I know Overquill's got a little bit bulk to him, but like surely. Yeah, figured as much. Sneasler is one of the craziest Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Sneasler's just like fighting poison. It's 120 base speed, 130 attack. Like it's just an insane. Oh my god, you're so cute. You look like a Disney character. Yo, can I just say also, Hisuian Gudra is kind of an insane Pokemon too. Dragon Steel is like a crazy type combo. On top of that, it has buffed defense, and it's got its speed dropped, and I think it's got a little bit of HP dropped compared to regular Gudra. But I feel like it just kind of outshines regular Gudra in every way that matters. Regular Gudra is a little bit faster, a little bit more HP, but Hisuian Gudra's got a better type combo, and it's just bulkier physically, which is one of Gudra's shortcomings. So yeah, it's Hisuian Gudra is an insane Pokemon. It doesn't seem to have any changes in Radical Red, but I do like Gudra, so I'm really excited to start using Hisuian Gudra. We have Arcanine, Hisuian Arcanine. Radical Red claims to have given this thing Rock Head. It's given it a little bit more attack and dropped its special attack. Rock Head on Hisuian Arcanine is actually insane because it learns Head Smash, which Rock Head just avoids taking damage from recoil moves. Head Smash is a 150 base power move that does half your recoil, and you're a rock type, so it's stab, and you're just avoiding recoil altogether. That's just like that's just absurd. That is genuinely just absurd. I believe Hisuian Arcanine in the main games is actually also getting a Head Smash, or Rock Head rather. Rock Head being a hidden ability for Hisuian Arcanine isn't a Radical Red change. This might hurt. Yeah, we take it though. Nice. Close combat. It's not a Radical Red change. It's well, I mean, it very well might have been a Radical Red change, but I know the actual main series Pokemon games are giving this thing Rock Head. Sneasler sweep, bro. Sneasler sweep. The only thing Radical Red has done differently is given the Hisuian Arcanine a little bit more attack, which is wild considering it already has Rock Head and Head Smash. Hisuian Lilligant, I think I'm faster. Yep, just poison jab this. Pretty sure it just dies unless it's got Focus Sash. Yeah, there's the Focus Sash. Figured as much. So the reason why I think originally the hidden ability for Arcanine is listed as justified, there was like, I imagine, I guess like a leak. Typhlosion seems to be a good counter here. I guess there was like a leak or whatever from Pokemon Home that said what all the Hisuian Pokemon's abilities were going to be, because abilities aren't a thing in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I guess that leak said that Hisuian Arcanine had justified. So that's why Radical Red on the website says that they changed it from Justified to Rock Head. And Hisuian Avalugg. Pokemon Radical Red have actually done quite a few things to change this guy. They have given it Sturdy instead of Ice Body. They have changed Sturdy to Technician, and they've given it a HP buff, an attack buff, and a speed lowering. When your speed is that low, I don't think it really matters if you're losing stats in it. Yeah, just made him a little bit stronger. Gave him the strong. Wait, no, I think he normally has strong jaw. But yes, Sturdy, Technician. Technician's one of my favorite abilities. It can work well with Ice Shard. It also gets a Cell Rock, so it has Stab, Ice Shard. It has Stab, a Cell Rock paired with Technician. That's actually such a good combo. All right, I know your special defense is bad, bro. I'll just use Flame. Oh wait, I'm Specs. Okay, I'll just use Inferno Parade. It doesn't matter. You're dying anyway, right? I don't think you're taking this hit. If you take this hit, I will be very impressed. Wow, I am thoroughly impressed. Typhlosion, you kind of fell off, bro. All right, Samurott, let's do this. I'm usually not that much of a fan of Samurott, but Hisuian Samurott really just does it for me. And the thing is, I like the shiny form of Hisuian Samurott more. So like, I like Samurott's regular colorings more. I don't know why I used Aqua Jet there. It's not like he was gonna speed me. Jesus Christ, that hurt. It's not like I like Hisuian Samurott's coloring. I just like the extra little details they kind of gave to him. So speaking of Samurott, regular Samurott in this game is a Water Steel type. Usually ROM hackers make them Water Fighting type, but regular Samurott is Water Steel in this game, which is pretty cool. It now has a second ability being Shell Armor. Its hidden ability has changed from Shell Armor to Blade Master. It's gained a little bit more attack, dropped its special attack, and because its special attack dropped it, they gave it 20 points in speed. This actually is one of the starter Pokemon with the highest base stat total now. 543. I don't think I've ever seen a starter Pokemon with a base stat total that high. That's actually kind of crazy. So they really pimped out Samurott. As for Hisuian Samurott, I guess they gave it the same sort of treatment. They gave it Shell Armor as a second ability. Its hidden ability is now Blade Master, and they tinkered with its stats a fair bit. They gave it a little bit more HP, a little bit more defense, dropped the special attack, gained some special defense, and gained some speed. It remains a Water Dark type. All right, let's use Sea Sedge, I guess. Oh my god, the animation. Yo, that was crazy. This is a really, really cool battle. All right, I think there's like one Pokemon left. Kleavor. Kleavor has seen some changes in this game too. Kleavor now has Sheer Force instead of Swarm, and Sheer Force got turned into Technician. Its hidden ability is now Blade Master. They really, really like Blade Master. Its HP gained a buff, and because its HP buffed, its special attack went down, which doesn't really hurt it. You're not going to be using this thing as a special attacker anyway. Technician is like a specialty of the Scissor family, so I'm actually curious. Kleavor actually doesn't get Technician in the main games. That's interesting. I thought it would, because like I said, Technician's kind of like the specialty of that family. But no, in the main games, it gets Swarm, Sheer Force, and a new ability introduced in Generation 9, Sharpness. Only 4 Pokemon get access to Sharpness: Gallade, Hisuian Samurott, Kleavor, and Veluza. Sharpness just powers up slicing moves. So I guess it's kind of similar to Blade Master here, but Blade Master's got a little bit more going for it, a little bit more intricate detail. I think I like Radical Red's Kleavor a little bit more. I think Kleavor should have Technician. It would make it tie together and feel a little bit more a part of the Scissor family, I would say. As for Ursaluna, there has been no changes made to Ursaluna and Radical Red, and that's because there doesn't need to be. Ursaluna is an absolute monster. It has a total of 550 base stats, and it's not the fastest Pokemon alive, but like it's got Stab, Earthquake, it's got a monstrous attack stat of 140, a huge HP stat, respectable defenses. Like this thing is absurd. Like Ursaluna is going to be a monster when it releases in Scarlet and Violet. What a wonderful fight. It definitely brought me back to some good memories, good and bad. Those Pokemon I have are Hisuian Pokemon. They currently can't be found here in the Kanto region, but I've heard reports of them on the Sevi Islands. Anywho, I'd like you to have this for defeating me. So we received an Eevee. Continue traveling and finding new unique strategies. This is how I became a stronger trainer. Okay, so all of that for an Eevee. I thought I was gonna get Hisuian Pokemon. Interesting. The Eevee, just a regular ass Eevee. Wow. Way to bait me. I wonder if I breed Cyndaquil, if it will breed down the ball or not. Well, I'll worry about that later. Oh, we've got a Dynamax Den down here. Let's see what this is. Oh. Huh. I wonder what, oh, it's actually Solosis. I was going to make a joke about it being Voltorb, but it is actually Solosis. Reuniclus hasn't seen any changes in this game because it's Reuniclus. It doesn't need to. This little girl wants to trade a Carbink for an Ice-Q. Ice-Q in this game actually got a pretty decent buff. Its attack went up to 100 and its special attack went down to 45. So it's even more of like a reliable sweeper. Ice-Q kind of just has like one gimmick, and that one gimmick is just belly drum, take a physical hit, and then just go ham. Carbink hasn't seen any changes, but Carbink doesn't need any changes. Carbink is perfect. I actually thoroughly enjoy Carbink. It's a really cool, like there's those Pokemon like Shuckle, Carbink. All their purpose on the team is to just set up hazards, and that's valuable enough. All right, row 6. Let's see what we got going on over here. Oh, Bounsweet. Okay. Bounsweet evolves into Serena, and I'm actually surprised Radical Red didn't change Serena into a grass fighting type. For some reason, so many ROM hackers just think that this thing is a fighting type, I guess because legs, I don't know. So yeah, I actually prefer Serena as a pure grass type. I'm one of those weirdos that enjoy pure types. So many people just think like pure type Pokemon are like wasted potential or whatever. So many people are obsessed with Game Freak introducing new type combinations, and it's cool when they do, but I want them to take their time with it. All they did to Serena was give it a new ability, Striker. We talked about this before. This Pokemon's kick-based attacks have their power multiplied by 1.3. So high jump kick, drop kick, all become stronger, which is honestly a really good ability for Serena. It's good enough to make me consider using it. Next up, we have Gossifleur, which evolves into Eldegoss. In Pokemon Radical Red, they actually buffed it a little bit. They gave it a little bit more HP and a little bit more special attack. Definitely nice that they threw Eldegoss a bone. Eldegoss looks like a Pokemon that isn't finished yet, I would say. It looks like a middle evolution. When I first saw it, I genuinely thought it was a middle evolution. Despite this, I have a soft spot for Eldegoss. I really, really like it. I wish it got a little bit more love in Radical Red. I would have really liked to have used an Eldegoss. I mean, I think the stat buffs it got are probably good enough. you know, mix that with Regenerator, it can probably be a really, really good tank. But I really like it when Radical Red does stuff like they did to Octillery. They completely changed Octillery's playstyle. So it would have been nice if Eldegoss got a little bit of something like that. Maybe it learned some new moves that it usually can't. I don't know. But it's a grass type with Regenerator. Nothing crazy. So we have Garbodor now. Garbodor actually gained a pretty significant buff to its attack, 20 points into its attack. Its speed went down because of that. And Garbodor in this game actually has a Mega form, and that's because usually it has a G-Max form, but because the main series Pokemon games aren't doing anything with the G-Max designs, Radical Red took them and was like, we're just going to make these Mega evolutions. So Mega Garbodor has some crazy stats, 605 base stat total, and it has an ability, Parasitic Waste, which is an exclusive ability. Attacks that can poison also heal for 50% of the damage dealt. Wow, okay, that's a really, wow, that's like Sludge Bomb just healing you. Wow, that's actually bonkers. Now thankfully its special attack is lower than its physical attack, so it's kind of like, it's a little bit discouraging, you know, because I think usually its best physical move that can poison would be Gunk Shot, which is 80% accurate. So there is some drawback of investing it physically. But honestly, I would probably run this thing special anyway, even though its physical attack's better. Its special attack is 105, which is definitely like good. Mega Garbodor with a unique ability. That's actually really, really cool. Furfrou, an actual like guilty pleasure Pokemon of mine. Furfrou has the Furcoat ability. It was the original Pokemon to have Furcoat, and clicking on Furcoat, Weirdeer, Walrein, actually gain Furcoat in Radical Red. That's actually really cool. I think Furcoat suits those two Pokemon specifically really well. They did a good choice in choosing those two. And in Radical Red, all they really did was give Furfrou an attack buff from base 80 to base 90, which is helpful, I suppose. My favorite thing to do with Furfrou is just Thunder Wave, Headbutt everything. So a little bit more attack power behind those headbutts is never anything to complain about. Next, we have Sizzlipede, which evolves into Centiskorch. Centiskorch doesn't have any changes to its base form, but it has a Mega evolution because, of course, of the G-Max form. They want to make use of that design. And wow, the stat differences are insane. And it seems to have a new ability. It seems to have gained quite a bit of offensive power, a little bit more speed, a little bit more special and physical bulk. Wow, no special attack buff, just all physical. And it's got an ability called Mountaineer, which is exclusive to it and Colossal Mega. On switch in, this Pokemon avoids all rock type attacks and Stealth Rock. This Pokemon is immune to rock, avoids Stealth Rock. Wow, that is crazy on a Pokemon that is 4 times weak to rock. Oh my goodness. Someone in the Radical Red team really loves this Pokemon. Immune to rock and avoids Stealth Rocks. They were just like, I just don't vibe with Pebbles. That's actually such a crazy ability. I'm so glad I'm doing this and I'm like looking into every Pokemon individually as we see them. Dedenne! Dedenne has Electric Surge now instead of Plus, and it has a special attack buff. It went from 81 to 91. Nothing crazy, but Electric Surge is actually a really good ability. So I think giving it to Dedenne definitely gives it some use. Also, Dedenne has a base speed of 101, which outspeeds base 100 Pokemon, which is really useful because there's a lot of base 100 Pokemon. And I think base 100 is what people generally consider fast. So it nice little speed creeper right there. Komala, nothing crazy happened to Komala. It just gained a 10-point buff into HP. It's got its gimmick, but it's just sad its gimmick isn't very good. Medicham remains unchanged because it's Medicham. It has a Mega evolution that is absolutely just insanely strong. It doesn't need to be any better. This thing hits like a truck. And Togepi. The Togepi line, I would be surprised if they changed. They did not change the Togepi line at all. It doesn't need to be changed. Togekiss is an absurd Pokemon, an absurd flinching machine. It's fine the way it is. Masquerain in Pokemon Radical Red is now a bug water type instead of being a bug flying type. And it has a buff to its HP, and that's it. But honestly, a type change is sometimes all you need. Bug water is a really, really cool type combination. Araquanid, one of my favorite Pokemon, is a bug water type, and just that type combo alone is so nice. It definitely helps that Araquanid also has the water bubble ability, which makes it so it can be burned, and also fire type moves just do less damage. Water bubble is such a great ability. But yeah, I think making Masquerain a bug water type is definitely a good call. I'm kind of tired of the flying type just being slapped onto things, you know, like I think we've established now that like Pokemon can float without levitate and they can fly without being a flying type. I think the types should be like exclusive to like just like Pokemon that like I guess like are masters of that, you know. And I think Masquerain being a bug water just works well, and I think it would definitely buff them on. Maybe not. Stab Hurricanes is definitely nice. I just fought a Lombre and it made me decide to look up Ludicolo and the Pokedex. Ludicolo gained a 10 point to its special attack, so it's base 100 instead of base 90. That's not bad. Ludicolo is kind of like a staple of rain teams. He's kind of just this he goes crazy, okay? Ludicolo goes crazy, so making him go even crazier is always welcome. I wonder if Electrike has seen any changes. Mega Manectric, of course, is a thing. Wow, they actually did. I do remember this one, actually. It's coming back to me now. Regular Manectric, now instead of having minus, now just has Intimidate. And Mega Manectric remains unchanged, which means you can get a double Intimidate off if you're running Intimidate Manectric. You just send Manectric in, you get Intimidate, Mega Evolve, get a second Intimidate. That's kind of crazy. That's some like good utility. I actually have a really soft spot for, oh, we got more care packages, cool. I have a soft spot for Mega Manectric. I remember when it first came out, a lot of people weren't really a big fan of it, just because its design is a bit goofy and it gets Intimidate, like, ugh. And you know, I know a lot of single players. I played singles. I played small gun singles. Who they know Intimidate's a good ability, but like it's a lot more. Intimidate's a lot better of ability in VGC. I think that goes with the saying. But like I always loved the I love Volt Switch. Like Volt Switch is just my favorite move in the game. So Volt Switch Intimidate is just so nice. So I've always had a soft spot for Manectric. Not to mention my top 3 favorite types of Pokemon are normal, electric, and grass. So being an electric type is always a positive. I don't think you've been here before. Did you see the SSN moored in the harbor? I did not. Slacking, can you slack off on turns that low surround? It's quite powerful, don't you think? Ah, yes, I remember that being a thing in Radical Red. That's actually crazy. So in Radical Red, this Pokemon skips every other turn instead of using a move. This Pokemon can only use healing moves every other turn. That is the change. It can use healing moves every other turn. I'm not sure how I feel about. I think from like a sane perspective, probably would never happen in a main series game, and if it did, it wouldn't be on slacking. But I like what they did. They tried to make slacking viable, and I respect it. It's still not great because, you know, it'd be setup fodder, but it's better than nothing. Fishing Guru. Yes, I like fishing. Give me good rod. Thank you. Goodness, there's so many Pokemon to be obtained by water. I haven't bothered looking at them because I can't surf yet, but we will get there, I promise. We can get Squirtle? That's crazy. Oh, whoa, he's got an Infernape. Putting up a building on this plot of land, I own it all. My Pokemon is tamping the land to lay the foundation. He ain't got shit to say. You have a picky pack? I want straight for Farfetch'd. I imagine it must be a Galarian Farfetch'd. Oh, we got Yamper in here. That's really cute. All right, give me the goods. You know what I'm here for. Thank you. Oh wait, I teach elemental punches and fangs, and it's gonna cost you 2,500. Interested? Oh wow, okay. Wow, okay. Yeah, wow, sure. Ice Fang on Ludwig? I don't see why not. We'll get rid of the Headbutt. Dawn Fang can learn Thunder Fang. I'm not really sure it's necessary. Yeah, we'll pass for now. Cool. I should talk to people more often. What do you do? Okay, never mind, nothing. Yeah, I recognize that guy there being like, he looked at a place. So I was like, let me go talk to him. Yo, Corviknight. Wanna exchange mail with all sorts of people. I sent my Corviknight to a union room to exchange mail for me. I'm getting my Corviknight to fly a letter to Saffron City in the north. Oh yeah, Saffron City is north of here. Cool, nothing crazy going on here. So I think in the meantime, we're gonna swap Chad out with our Ludwig. I really do want to use this Milcery, but I know we don't get the Mega Stone for a while. Also, because I looked up, Sinistea doesn't learn, or well, Poltegeist doesn't really get anything new, it seems. Probably not going to bother using Poltegeist. I think because we're playing a ROM hack that specializes in changes, we should probably just focus on using Pokemon that have those changes. Road 12 may be blocked off by a sleeping Pokemon. Please tour through Rock Tunnel to Lavender Town. Vermilion Police. Is that in the original games? That's crazy. I don't remember that. All right, let's go check out the SSN this episode then, I suppose. We're sure to see some cool water types in here. We have a Litleo here. If any Pokemon is needed a buff, I would would say it is Pyroar. And it actually got one. So Radical Red changed Pyroar's hidden ability from Moxie to Adaptability, which is a welcome change because Pyroar doesn't really have the physical attack to make use of Moxie very well. Whereas Adaptability, very actually like such a good ability. I don't think it makes Pyroar like a crazy threat or anything, but it is like, it's gonna make Pyroar a lot stronger. So to all my Pyroar fans out there, you're welcome. I don't know why I said you're welcome. I didn't do anything. All right, get out of here. Radical Red did a small change to Nidoking. Instead of having a Poison Point, it now has Poison Touch, which is honestly a welcome change because I don't really like using Fake Out and getting poisoned. I'd rather you just attack me and poison me. I feel a lot less worse about that. Oh goodness, what are you, why is there just a Gardevoir here? Okay, I always travel with Gardevoir, I never leave home without it. Oh, fair enough. Yo, he's got an Ice Cube. We talked about that. Ice Cube is actually buffed in this game. I don't remember if Fake Out actually affects it because I think of the Ice Face blocks it, right? Oh, it still gets flinched. Okay, he looks so sad about it too. I'm sorry, man. And I probably should have mentioned this. Nidoqueen also got the Poison Point, Poison Touch change. Fair enough. Those Pokemon are relatively solid, untouched, so I don't think they really needed anything changed. They probably just learned better moves as well, if anything. I don't actually know. I haven't checked. But yeah, both Nidoking and Nidoqueen are really, really solid Pokemon, so not much to change there. So we actually have these. Okay, I wasn't expecting it. I collect these Pokemon from all around the world. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. But what's going on here? Lassan and Gentleman Brooks. Okay, we got Dewalt and Dartrix. Okay, obviously clearly Hisuian trainers. While on the topic of Dartrix, Radical Red gave Decidueye the Tinted Lens ability instead of Long Reach. I guess they just weren't a fan of Long Reach. Tinted Lens is really good. Pokemon's attacks that are not very effective on the target deal double damage. Quite a decent array of Pokemon get it in this game as well, so really excited to potentially use a Tinted Lens Pokemon. On top of that, they lowered its special attack down to 95, its special defense down to 85, and they gave it base 100 speed. A lot of people when Sun and Moon first came out were confused as to why Dartrix was so slow, so I guess Radical Red just wanted to rectify that, which I will not complain about. I do enjoy bulky Pokemon. I actually don't mind the fact that Decidueye is a bulky Pokemon. So then that brings us to Hisuian Decidueye, which now has Striker as a second ability, and it has Quill Rush instead of Long Reach. Did they just delete Long Reach from this game? I'll have to check. It gained a HP buff, a defense buff, it dropped its special attack by 20 points, gained a Spadef buff, and gained 10 points in speed. It is still a grass fighting type, and Quill Rush is an ability exclusive to Hisuian Decidueye. On the first turn, this Pokemon is out in the field, it gets a 1.5 times boost to speed and 1.5 times speed boost to attack. So that seems to be the same as Bull Rush, but oh god, it's using pledge moves, huh? Oh my Jesus, huh? Wow, okay, I think that was water and grass pledge being combined or whatever. Wow, okay, that kind of beat my ass, I won't lie. But yeah, that seems to be just Bull Rush, but like it's you can't really give Bull Rush to a bird, so it's called Quill Rush. Oh goodness. Oh okay. Water pledge grass. Oh yeah. Okay. That's kind of crazy. These are the only trainers I've ever seen use the pledge moves, man. So Long Reach. Long Reach is only on Rowlet and Dartrix now. Long Reach has been basically just removed from the game almost. All right, you need to go, Dartrix. You are pissing me off, bro. Grow up. Are they just okay? They're bullying this guy now. How dare you? That does so much damage. Does this kill? Of course it doesn't. It's fucking Ember. All right, Mega Drain. Get rid of this Dewalt finally. I'm gonna quick attack this Dartrix out of the way, and then I'm gonna put this Simisear to sleep. He's gonna Fire Pledge me. I might not live. Oh, there's that Spadef, man. All right, go to sleep. Let me guess. Simipour in the back. Oh, Wigglytuff. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna Scorching Sands the Simisear, and I will Moonlight if I am allowed to. Simisear gets a turn of sleep. Incinerates. Okay, that's gonna hit both. That's fine. These guys are just using like the Gen 5 gimmick moves. All right, Scorching Sands into the Simisear. Does a decent chunk. I'll take it. These guys kind of beating my ass. All right, Chad, I need you to... Oh god, okay. Please don't die. Oh my god. No way, man. All right, get this monkey out of here. Oh wait, yeah, they buffed the Simmies. I forgot about that. We talked about it the other episode, but they have this new ability called Sage Power. It's basically just guerrilla tactics, but for special attackers. It's actually really cool. I honestly kind of want to use a Simipour now because of it. I got Nuzzle off on you. You're just gonna spam round now, huh? Wigglytuff actually got a buff in Radical Red. It has Sheer Force now instead of Cute Charm. Wow. No amount of Sheer Force is gonna take down my team though. Stomping Tantrum. Finally, something better than Magnitude. And we've got Simi Sage in the back. I love that it's called Stomping Tantrum, but then in like this little menu, because of the limit, it's called Bad Tantrum. There's still a chance for us to lose because of just Simi Sage, and I'm assuming it's gonna have that Sage ability, but maybe not. Never mind, we're good. Those are pretty cool trainers, I'm not gonna lie. 15 years ago I would have won. I bet you would have, young man. Wait, I mean old man. Chesto, Cherry, Petcha, the Holy Trinity. All right, we're gonna go downstairs though, because we've not been down here yet. A Hyper Potion in here. I love. Oh, whoa, Chestnut. My buddy Chestnut's so strong. He's enough strength to move big rocks. I would hope so when you're looking like that. Yo. All right, Sailor Duncan with the Lombre. Why does he look like that, bro? Duncan would use a Lombre, wouldn't he, Lotad? What a guy. Slap this boy, or easily should kill. Clapped. Here's the other Simi that was missing. I really want to use this one. I actually really like Simipour. Really cool Pokemon. Carvana. I would be surprised if Sharpedo gained anything in this game because it has a Mega Evolution. Yeah. Sharpedo has remained unchanged. I figured they're probably not going to bother changing many of the Mega Evolutions because, like, they're Mega Evolutions. Like, what do you need to change? That said, they did change Minetrix, so you never know. That was a Corsola there, and Corsola actually has its Galarian form. So in Radical Red, they buffed regular Corsola. 20 points into HP, 5 points into defense, 5 points into special defense, and 20 points into speed. Wow, okay, interesting. And then with Galarian Corsola, they gave it a second ability, Unburden. It's a little weird that Galarian Corsola has a less base stat total, but hey, I guess that's just what you got to do when you're a water rock type. You need a little bit of extra help, I suppose. Really cool that they buffed Corsola quite a significant amount, I would say. I think Corsola is like good enough to use regularly. Let's see, what did they do? They've done nothing to the Kingdra line except from change Cedra's Poison Point to Poison Touch. Did they just delete Poison Point? Did Poison Point hurt the creator of this game personally? Ducklet now has Frisk instead of Keen Eye. That seems to be another common change. They get rid of Keen Eye and give the Pokemon Frisk, and it just gained Big Pex as a secondary ability. Oh no, actually I lied. It got removed. It just doesn't have Big Pex anymore. I don't know why. As for Swanna, Swanna gained some special attack, and of course in turn it lost some physical attack, and it gained 10 points in speed. So it's actually got some pretty respectable speed, pretty respectable special attack. It has no guard now instead of hydration, and they removed Big Pex from it too. I wonder what the decision to remove Big Pex was all about. I guess it just makes it easier. Like, here, you don't have to worry about it having Big Pex. It's just gonna have Frisk. I guess it makes it less confusing and muddy that way. Clamperl is actually a really interesting Pokemon because Clamperl can like be an absolute monster if you give it, I think it's the Deep Sea Scale or the Deep Sea Tooth. I don't remember which one it is, but if you give it one of those items, it like gains like some crazy offensive powers, like rivaled with Mega Alakazam type of offensive powers. In Radical Red, they changed it from Rattled to Hydration as its hidden ability. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Gorobis actually, wow, let's check this out. Gorobis is now a water fairy type. It has Dazzling instead of Swift Swim, and its hidden ability is now Regenerator instead of Hydration, and its special attack got dropped because of that. I think that's a fair trade, actually. I think that's a pretty fair trade overall. That makes Gorobis, like, I don't know, like, water fairy is a really good type. That makes Gorobis actually pretty good, I would say. Gorobis is like middle of the pack. Usually Gorobis is bottom tier, so being middle of the pack is definitely an upgrade. Huntail, of course, water dark type. It now has Intimidate instead of Swift Swim, and instead of Water Veil, it has Defiant. Defiant's actually a really good ability. If anyone drops your stats in any way, you get to attack. It's the Defiance, a crazy ability. Croconaw, what did they do to you, man? Like, what, bro, are you okay? Why do you look like that? It's actually a really cool sprite though, I won't lie. On the topic of Croconaw, for some reason they got rid of Torrent, and the Croconaw line just has Sheer Force as its main ability, and then its secondary ability is now Strong Jaw instead of Sheer Force. So that's interesting. I mean, I guess people probably weren't making use of Torrent on Feraligatr. I don't know, I feel like Sheer Force still might be better than than Strongjaw, but I mean, I guess it depends. Actually, maybe not. Strongjaw does give us a higher buff of 1.5, and I imagine they probably gave it gets Jaw Lock now, which is a fighting type move instead of a dark type move. That's really interesting. Jaw Lock is usually a dark type move, but Radical Red changed it to fighting. Interesting. I mean, Strongjaw makes sense for Alligator, so I feel like they could have still just kept it with Torrent though. Like Torrent, they could have just give it a second ability like they have with previous Pokemon. Give it Torrent and Sheer Force, and then make its hidden ability Strongjaw. Tentacruel actually got a small buff. Its attack got lowered to 60, its defense went up to 80, and its special attack went up to 90. Just small buffs for the boy. I think buffs like these are welcome. Even Game Freak themselves do buffs like these. Like, I'm pretty sure regular Raichu for the longest time was just based 100 speed, and then eventually they raised it to like 110. It's because like there's just this, every new generation there's just this power creep every generation where like all the new Pokemon just become crazy strong, and then the other guys are kind of just left behind. For some reason, Arrokuda and Barraskewda remain unchanged despite Arrokuda losing Propeller Tail as its hidden ability. Barraskewda still has Propeller Tail, but not Arrokuda. I'm not sure why. Propeller Tail is an exclusive ability to Barraskewda. This Pokemon's moves cannot be redirected to a different target by any effect. Mantike! I actually really like Mantine. Mantine's really grown on me ever since I like discovered it was kind of like the counterpart to Skarmory, like the specially bulky counterpart. I just really liked it, and I also really just like its design. I've always liked its design. In Radical Red, it gains a 10-point buff to its special attack, and it actually has a Sevian form, which is very interesting. I actually didn't know about that, so we'll find out about the Sevian Mantine in the future. But of course, Mantike, like most baby Pokemon, remains unchanged. Oh, okay, we got more battles here. Hello. Double battle. Edmund and Trevor. Oh, Cramorant. I'm curious if they've done anything to my boy. Cramorant actually got a buff. I don't remember if this was in the original game I played. I feel like it must have been. Maybe actually not. Maybe not. Cramorant got a buff overall. No drawbacks here. HP buff, defense buff, special attack buff, speed buff. 105 base speed is nothing to scoff at. This Pokemon has 535 base stat total now. That is really high. This bird should not have a base stat total this high. So Cramorant's really good now. I mean, I say it's really good. How good can a Cramorant really be? But it's buffed. That's all you need to know. I'm going to fake you out, and Lileep, I'm going to Giga Drain you. Lileep has not had any changes, which is fine. I think Credilli doesn't need them. Credilli is a really solid Pokemon in its own right. Ow, that air slash hurt. Drain Punch this idiot. Get out of here. Giga Drain does a good chunk. Nice. I'm going to Razor Leaf and Giga Drain this fish. Never mind, I'm dead. Lemonion died to one Razor Leaf crit though. What a pathetic fish. Razor Leaf again. Just do some big damage. We'll do Bad Tantrum on Nidoqueen. Okay, never mind. Nidoqueen got crit. Let's go. Razor Leaf again, and I'm gonna Rock Tomb the Cramorant. Never mind, I might die. Yeah, I'm dead. All right, Cramorant got Rock Tombed at least. We're gonna do a little yoga. I'm gonna nuzzle you, and then I'll just Bad Tantrum the Gastrodon, and he keeps protecting. Nuzzle's dead. I'm gonna use her now into Chad. Stomping Tantrum. Big damage. Scald. Don't burn. Thank you. God, I'm so glad they removed Scald from the game. I say they removed it, but like in the main series, they made it just so like I'm pretty sure like it's still in the game, but just most Pokemon can't learn it besides Volcanion, which is weird because Volcanion's signature move, like Steam Eruption, is just Scald but a little bit stronger. So I'm not really sure what they're gonna do about that, but fair enough. Yo, oh, I guess nobody battles here. Interesting, fair enough. All right, we're almost done with this place. Mystical Fire, finally. I better move the number. Clobbopus. Okay, I'm curious. Did they make you a water type? They did! Clobbopus is now a water fighting type, and that is the only change they made to it. Just as God intended, I suppose. That's one change that a lot of people complained about. They wanted Grapplock to be a water fighting type, and it just straight up wasn't. I'm kind of on the fence with a lot of type changes in Pokemon. I feel like a lot of people just like, I don't know, a lot of people want Pokemon to gain types for a lot of really surface level reasons. There's a very few Pokemon I would say is typed incorrectly, and that's just because like I think Game Freak do a really good job from every angle. I think they come from a bunch of different angles when it comes to giving a Pokemon their type. I think they think about its balance and competitive. I think they think about like its design origins. Like there's a lot of different reasons why Pokemon are typed, but like why is Golduck not a psychic type? Psyduck's whole thing in the anime was the fact that like it was coming to like learn how to master its psychic powers, and it doesn't become a psychic type. I feel like that is a huge missed opportunity. Another one I don't mind people saying, I didn't agree with it before, but Lugia being a dragon water type. I don't think Lugia should be a dragon water type because it lives in water and looks like dragon. I think it should be a dragon water type because that's what the original creator of Lugia intended it to be. But Game Freak were like, psychic strong, give it psychic type, and I guess flying type because it flies. It was just a product of its time. I think psychic flying works. I don't think, like, people just think like, oh, it lives in the water, it should be a water type. I don't agree with that at all. I really just don't. I don't like I live in a house. Am I a house type? It's a fucking legendary beast, the dragon thing. I don't think it being a water type would make it any better of a swimmer. Rock slide. Ooh, I really like rock blast though. I don't know if loaded dice is in this game. I guess we'll drop rock blast for now. I can move relearn anyway. Cool, we beat all the trainers before our rival. Awesome, let's do it. Let's just go battle our rival now. I did not mean to infinite repel. I want a Pokeball, thank you. I keep misclicking. I want a Pokeball, please, thank you. All right, rival time, baby, let's go. Oh wait, it's Brent. Oh, okay. I was expecting Lotad, not Brendan. Loudred! We already know Loudred actually got buffed in this game. It has Punk Rock now as its hidden ability. I don't know if this one specifically has Punk Rock, but Loudred and Explode have Punk Rock now, which is really cool because Stab Boom Burst is definitely gonna hurt, especially with a Punk Rock boost. Oh, he's holding the berry. Okay, he's holding the berry. That definitely would have killed otherwise. Ice Beam. Dude, I really love normal types. They learn the most just batshit moves. Like, why do you have Ice Beam, bro? Like, what about you allows you to just fire a beam of ice at me? Ah, Grovyle. Let's talk about Grovyle. So in Pokemon Radical Red, when Grovyle evolves into Sceptile, it becomes a grass dragon type. It has 20 more points in attack and 20 special attack missing. So they want this thing to be a physical attacker. I guess they really just want it to make use of Leaf Blade. And then it gets Technician as its ability instead of Lightning Rod when it Mega evolves into Mega Sceptile. And once again, they swap its physical attack to 135 instead of one. Okay, so they like swap its physical and special attack, but then they nerf the physical attack down to 135 because of Technician, I imagine. It gets Breaking Swipe, which is actually really, really good on this because it's a 90 base power dragon move that lowers your attack by 1. That's like really, really solid. It gets Scale Shot, which is really easily abused, and Scale Shot's also 100% accurate now. Jesus Christ. Scale Shot's going to be doing bits, and also Dual Chop's really nice on it too. They pimped out Mega Sceptile, that's for sure. I really like Technician though, so I'm game. This thing's a power up bunching. Oh, okay, it used 2 of them, and even after using 2 of them, I still tanked it. You are pathetic, my brother. Lunatone, you're using a Lunatone. Okay, fair enough. You showed me. Lunatone did gain a little bit of a buff into its speed and special attack in this game. I'm gonna go into Munch. Pretty sure we can just Giga Drain this. Okay, he's calm minding. I'm gonna put you to sleep, and then I think I just got a Giga Drain because I really can't do much else. That does... Okay, that did a good amount. Giga Drain again. Please stop calm minding. It's gonna have Moonlight, isn't it? It's just Psy-Shocking me. Take this. Nah, I didn't think so. So this is where Yoga comes in. This is what Prankster's all about, baby. I'm gonna use Light Screen. Get guaranteed Light Screen off. And now we live. I can nuzzle. I'm not faster. We'll let Yoga die. Now we have Light Screen up. Dawn Fan's the bulkiest Pokemon we have. To be fair, we also have Sturdy on it, and we also have Ice Shard. So that Light Screen was a complete waste of time. But style points, I guess. Aha, no, it wasn't, because this next Pokemon, Crawdon, is nefarious for being a special attacker. That was sarcasm, by the way. It's a physical attacker. That's fine though. Waterfall. Don't flinch me. Don't flinch me. Don't flinch me. Don't flinch me. Thank you. Stomping Tantrum. Didn't actually quite do as much as I had hoped. I'm just gonna Ice Shard. Do some damage. Okay. You have Sturdy too, don't you? You have weak armor. Oh god, okay. You have good physical defense though. You can take one. All right, buddy. I need you to come through with a big rock slide here. Don't flinch. Just please. Just. Okay, he died. I'm really just gonna lose to this now, huh? I might be faster than I actually. Yep. This kill though doesn't quite. Are we fucking serious right now? Crit, Razor Leaf, dude. This move crits like so often. We'll be a bit more careful about Grovyle. I'm gonna Mystical Fire here. Now he's gonna switch. Good. Lunatone comes in. Because Lunatone came in, I'm going to Munch. We will Giga Drain again. One more time for good measure. Oh, okay, he's switching. I think we scared the AI. We're going to Alert again. Oh, he's got a Rock Tomb for me. Oh my god, that hurt. But I'm in Blaze range now, so you're gonna die, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't think we need this Quilava in this battle after this now, so that's fine. Ooh, Prankster Thunderwave. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We are faster. We'll use the Scorching Sands. Oh, no, but you're faster than me now magically in interest. I was literally faster than you before, but sure, whatever, it's fine. We will bonk shoy. Hit him with a razor leaf. You're dead, kid. Nope, you're alive. I should have faked out first. Why? Oh, okay, we're fine. Die. And then Ludotone kills me. Why did you buff him? U-turn. You're faster? You take that though, right? Yeah. All right, U-turn kill for the disrespect. Thank you. All right, 2 lucky eggs. Yes, let's go. Shiny stones. Yes, let's go. Yo, thank you for the cut technique. All right, sick. Well, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you so much for watching this beefy episode of Radical Red. I really enjoyed going over all the Pokemon changes. It's always a lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed it too. Next time we're gonna go take on Lieutenant Surge and also probably another Johto gym leader because there just always be Johto gym leaders running around somewhere. So yeah, thanks for your support in the series as always. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.